Michael Jackson. I broke Michael Jackson's story.
Which one?
Well, the beginning, where no one knew he was having a young boy stay with him, this little kid named Jordan Chandler. That was the first big break. No one knew Michael Jackson had a little kid sleeping over his house or taking him to Disney World or Euro Disney. But I had this is how the world works. I had a friend, an old publicist named Bernie Bennett, who handled like a clothing store and a coffee company. Very nattily dressed older man. And he said, I heard a story from my wife's friend, very convoluted, but basically Michael Jackson has a young friend who sleeps in his house, in his bed. And he said, would that be something you'd be interested in? I said, yeah, Bernie. What else do you have? I said, don't even tell me. Meet me at a restaurant. He laid it all out. The mother of the kid that was being abused by Michael, allegedly abused, was friends with his wife, and she would tell him what's going on. We broke that story at our column, even included the kid's name, Jordan Chandler, who was underage.
How was that received? Did people not believe it? Like what?
Oh, I mean, the amount of hate mail I got, I might as well have held a gun to Mother Teresa. Michael Jackson has rabid fans. Many of them are bots, but they come at you. This is before the internet was what it is. So they would write letters with letters like cut out of magazines, like a ransom note, telling you they're going to kill you because you said bad things about Michael. I got very entrenched in Michael Jackson's life because I ended up dating Jermaine Jackson's ex-wife. And once I was dating her, I knew a lot about Michael. And she begged me, don't ever tell anybody we're together because Michael will cut us off. He puts everybody through school, through college, insurance, rent. Michael does it all. And it got out that Michael knew I was with Margaret, and he cut them off. And I got to see the power of Michael Jackson. He got them back on, but he sent a message that no one gets to know about my private life.
Right.
That's how serious it was back then. And I lost Margaret as a result. We had to not stay together, and we weren't like going out like I loved her, but we had some good times. I couldn't see her again because I would have ruined her life.
Wait, after all the stuff you heard about Michael, what are your feelings now?
Yeah, he's a pedophile. Absolutely. There's no way. I don't care if you tell me you never touched a kid. Listen, if any man in his 30s or 40s had my son over and locked the door, not with one lock, with four, and had cameras in the corridor as you come into the bedroom, and pictures of little children on the walls, like a collage. That's what Neverland was like. And a bunch of towelettes and Jergens lotion. I mean, I could go on and on. It was a pedophile den, okay? Anybody who says it wasn't is insane. Men don't do that.
And the parents were what? Getting paid?
The parents were on the gravy train. The parents loved, listen, when you invite a kid and his parents to Euro Disney, and the parents stay on a different floor, and Michael stays with their kid on a different floor, are these parents insane? They know, they have to know this. I wouldn't let my son hold a man's hand if he was in a Little League game. You don't touch my kid. But these parents were okay with it. I don't know their economic situation at the time, but Michael, with the power of money, and now what is he, $500 million in debt, they said recently? The power of Michael's money made a lot of people happy and wealthy, and they kind of like turned their nose away from what was really happening.
Yeah.
I have no doubts he was a pedophile, no doubt.